What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Raggedy Pack and to another Chainsaw Man Tuesday with a little asterisk at the end of that. As you can see, our third member, Corey, Kojo, as you know him, is not here today. We delayed recording because he is feeling unwell. He's sick at the moment. However, he's still, even today, he's still feeling unwell. So we just decided to go ahead with the recording. And hopefully he'll be back here next week with us.
Hopefully.
So, yeah. So, in the last episode, some stuff happened, yeah?
You could say that.
We found out we're dealing with the Eternity Devil. And, yeah, our fellow recruits really didn't handle the situation well, did they?
I mean, Kobani, that's how you say her name, right? Kobani?
Yeah. Kobani, however you want to say it.
Kobani.
Kobani.
She came out with the knife. All right. And she was about to kill Denji. And then Aki was like, nah, I can't let you do that. He could be of help taking down the gun devil. And I also think Aki just is really starting to care for Denji. Like they're sort of forming a little bond, you know? Just a little bit. I could see them becoming best pals. But yeah, she was a nervous wreck, and the other recruit as well, if I can remember his name. Probably not.
Arai
was also like panicking, but he was just more low-key about it, I would say.
Yeah, Kobeni was kind of a wreck. You're right about that. And like, I guess like the thing about that is, like, the way it was kind of presented, like we had like 4 recruits, Denji, Power, and then Arai and Kobeni. And like, Denji and Power, they're kind of like, we kind of know about them. Like they can handle themselves for the most part. Yeah, they're strong. However, I guess like when they presented the 4 recruits that way, you kind of like maybe assumed that they might have some stuff they're cooking with as well, but really they're just straight up recruits. They don't know shit.
Yeah.
And so being in their first situation like this, I don't think I guess they're a bit more realistic, and yeah, you'd probably freak out too, you know?
Yeah, the Eternity Devil, I feel like it's probably a strong devil to start out with. You know? It's like they just learned how to crawl, and now they're full sprint for this one.
Yeah. So definitely, I mean, it made some hilarious interactions, but yeah, they're pretty useless. But they're newbies. They're like, you know, can't really expect too much out of them.
Yeah.
I think last episode we also got Aki's backstory, which kind of set up the stage for why he wants to, why he joined the force in the first place, and his overall goal with trying to take down the gun devil, like you mentioned, and him seeing Denji as an ally. And going back to what you're saying about how they're kind of like, you think they're kind of growing close, a bit closer. I feel like that's kind of a given if you live with somebody long enough. Like you interact with them, you kind of start developing some feelings.
Yeah, unless it's Power.
I mean, even Power, she might not flush the toilet. She might not eat her vegetables.
Horrible roommate.
She might not have any redeeming qualities and wants to throw you to the Eternity Devil as well so she can get her Nobel Peace Prize and introduce 100% tax rate as Prime Minister of Japan.
I think it was 200% tax rate.
I mean, even still, that's even worse. But yeah, I think I like that development between them. Was a lot more to come with that. But I think something else that happened Himeno. We got her backstory. We got more backstory with her and Aki. After I think what was it, six previous buddies died in action. She seems to have developed some trauma. So she kind of maintained her cool for like majority of the situation, but towards the end when Aki took a knife in the side, she started to freak out.
Mm-hmm.
Which leaves us with the end of the episode where Denji took the plunge into potentially eternity. He's got a long fall waiting for him.
Yep. And I remember us theorizing at the end of the episode, what he's going to do in the Eternity Devil, or why the Eternity Devil wanted him specifically. Like if the Eternity Devil wants to die, if he wants his heart to continue his eternal life. Don't know.
He did want Denji.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we're gonna find out, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna slap. Can't wait to see it.
All right, I wish Kojo was here, but we'll have to get his opinion on the episode when he watches it, and I don't know when that's going to be, but if you're in our Discord server, links in the description, you can join in there and ask him if he's watched it yet and what he thought about the episode.
Yeah. All right, so before we get into it, if you like our content, consider checking out our Patreon, where we have full-length reactions and early access of some series. And also, like Corey said, we have socials in the description, including our Discord. Check those out, give them a follow, like, whatever, and come hang out in our Discord. We love interacting with people. And yeah, that's all I can say about that. It's always a good time when I can talk to people about shows that I like.
Yep.
Besides that, let's get into it.
Let's do it. Been waiting an eternity for this episode. They really left us right there. No way he does it. It's too early. And that's not his girl. It's got to be Makima.
And also,
I'm shipping it.
Yeah, I mean, there's also the factor, what is this ending? It's like a little...
I don't know, they do it different every time. It's on a CRT.
Yeah, it's like a little game, like RPG, visual novel,
pretty cool.
POV. Anyway, with what I was saying, unless both Makima and Himeno like want a visit from the jail devil, I feel like they should... I feel like they gotta hold back a little bit.
Well,
that man's a minor.
I know the laws over there. Legally, he's not supposed to be drinking, but I don't like. He doesn't have any parents, so how does age of consent work?
I don't know. I mean, we don't know how old Makima is, and
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're both probably in their 20s.
Yeah, and Denji.
I mean, maybe Makima's like some fucking 100-something-year-old. You know those types of characters that are hundreds of years old but look young.
Yeah.
I could picture her being that.
But yeah, I like that ending. So. My computer like fucking up completely derailed me.
Yeah. We were right at the end of the episode, man.
Yeah, technical difficulties never stop at the Raggedy Pack.
No.
It's rough out here. But we'll power through it. So yeah. Good episode.
Uh-huh.
A lot of stuff we got the conclusion with the Eternity Devil. Denji devised their perpetual motion machine by using his blood to power using the enemy's blood to power his chainsaws, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
And yeah,
for 3 days, dude.
That's insane.
They were sleeping while he was cutting the Eternity Devil up.
Could you imagine just listening to that in the background? I don't know how you can sleep through that.
Pain, it hurts.
Yeah, and Denji laughing maniacally.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah. But yeah, like every other fight we've seen Denji in, it's like kind of been fairly short. I mean, like I guess like the first fight against the zombie devil, like it took place throughout the night, and then the bat devil, it was a bit shorter than that. But that man found a way to keep going for 3 days, and overcame his weakness of running out of blood, which is hilarious to see. He's getting stronger in each fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a big jump from, oh, I can retract my chainsaws, to, oh, I can keep going by using the enemy's blood and drinking it.
Yeah, that was pretty smart of him.
He's got a brain on him. It just doesn't work too well sometimes.
He gets a little distracted.
Yeah. And the infamous kissing scene, I was waiting to see that animated.
I was not ready, dude. I'm like, okay, they're gonna kiss. I mean, Makima's there watching, so he's gonna be conflicted. You know, he wants to kiss, but he also wants to kiss Makima. How's she gonna feel about it? Then all of a sudden, she just vomits in his mouth, and it's obvious because it's like pixelated, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, just gross, dude. And it's beer vomit too.
And all the food they were eating.
Is that why he said, what's up?
And all, like, they were eating all, like, throughout the night. Yeah. So
I'm wondering if the reason he said he was dizzy, I know he like fought for 3 days and was tired, but like, was her vomiting in his mouth and him swallowing it, did that get him drunk?
I don't know. I mean, he definitely swallowed it. I don't know. I don't think it was a lot. I mean, I don't know how much she vomited in his mouth and how much he drank, but I'd feel sick after that. That man was heaving on the toilet for who knows how long, trying to get the taste out of his damn mouth.
Yeah.
And Arai being the homie, consoling him.
Yeah. I think Hibino is a good character, but I also think she is like bad. Like I think she's a very bad influence, a bad like girl to be around. I don't know, like she got Aki addicted to smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
She brought Denji home on her back and I guess kissed him with some alcohol. I mean, that looked like a can of beer to me.
Yeah.
And then she's asking him if he wants to do it. And there's obviously a pretty big age difference there.
A lot of issues.
Yeah. She's a problem, but still, I like her ghost ability, and I think she looks badass. So I'll let it slide, I guess.
She's a problem, but she's still cool. Yeah. I think it's less about she's a problem and it's more so like she has problems.
Yeah. I mean, I think most of the main characters in this show, I think all of the main characters in this show have problems.
They need therapy.
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh man, yeah, that's a scene I've been waiting to get animated. I love that little dining out scene. Oh, yeah, I'll send it right now.
Yeah, but we also need like a uncut, uncensored version of the anime.
That's true. I'm wondering if because like I get one concern with I guess the anime was how much, if any of it, was going to be censored, because there have been past gory shows or gory animes that when they got adapted, they were censored in some way, either not necessarily like pixelated like that, but like kind of stuff that was like kind of hidden, like they just had like black over it. It's like in the shadows, you can't clearly see it. I think like I think Tokyo Ghoul back in the day was pretty bad about the censorship, because the manga I guess was pretty graphic. I've read part of it, but I really don't remember a lot. I don't know if when it came to the Blu-ray release, if they ever like uncensored it, but I guess for TVs it's too much to show, and I know Japan in particular is pretty big on. I know they're big on like censoring violence on TV, or like gory stuff on TV. But I guess vomit falls into that too. It's not the first time I've seen vomit censored in anime, but I thought it was just kind of done like for effect as opposed to it being an actual issue.
Yeah.
But so far the show hasn't really censored much.
No, I can't recall anything. Well, I can't recall anything that was like pixelated like that, but I know the differences between the actual manga pages and like what is shown, what is like shaded out, or what isn't as bloody or gory.
Yeah, yeah, but like the show overall has been pretty gory.
Oh yeah, agreed.
So I'm wondering if whenever like they do a Blu-ray release on this or digital release, if the vomit is going to be uncensored.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine that they didn't like animate it like normally and then cover it. So the footage should be out there uncensored somewhere on a hard drive.
Yeah.
We need it.
I'm gonna send you the picture right now.
All right.
Live reaction.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Maybe they should leave it censored. You know what?
Damn.
Because I feel like the faces weren't that bad in the anime as well. I mean, maybe I need to pause it at the frame where it happened, but Jesus.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then
I don't know why I'm zooming in on it, dude. I'm starting to think I'm weird. Let me get out of here.
Investigating what she had for dinner.
Yeah, man.
And then there's the part.
Nothing good.
And then I love the part after with him, like with Power saying, "Oh, Denji, this man grew up in the streets, so he'll swallow anything nutritious."
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's tough. That is tough.
Mm-hmm. That was his first kiss, one he'll never forget.
Yeah. I'm sure he wants to though.
Oh, 100%.
So yeah, we got hit with another cliffhanger of is this actually gonna happen?
Well, you know what? Last time we were on that cliffhanger with his deal with Power, I was an advocate for it's not gonna happen. That's too easy. And then the next episode, they proved me wrong at the beginning when it happened. So, I'm still going. I'm gonna say it's not gonna happen. You know, I missed the coin flip once. I'm not missing again.
Okay.
It's not happening.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, it's a shame Koji could not be here for this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get his reaction to that when he watches it.
I might just ask, like, watch their episode again with him live, just to see his reaction.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the final thing we can talk about is, I guess, kind of like another overarching thing with the story that's been established with this episode is what the fuck exactly is Denji? People have been showing both, I guess, humans and devils have been showing an interest in him, and more importantly, his chainsaws.
Yeah. I don't know if like Pochita is like super powerful devil that just looks super chibi and cute that is like well renowned, or there's just something special about the way he functions. But there's obviously something going on with the way he's talked about.
Yeah.
In the show.
I guess we'll have to find out.
Yeah, that is the case.
So, last thing I want to say with this episode is it concludes the Attorney Devil arc. So, given that we're on episode 7, and there's this 12 episode season, we're going to be entering into our next arc and final arc for the season next episode. So, yeah, can't wait for that. because that's also, everything is a banger about this show. Can't wait.
I can't wait either.
All right. Well, before I sign out, if you like our content, consider checking out our Patreon. We have full-length reactions and early access to some series. And like I said before, we have socials in the description. If you want to give those a follow, like, subscribe, whatever the specific social media site asks you to do. And if you want to check out our Discord, come talk to us. Talk about Himeno heaving into Denji's mouth. Talk about the suspiciously heavily animated tongue-kissing scene between them. And talk about what's going to happen next episode between Himeno and Denji. We're all for it. No spoilers, though, for the boys who have not seen it. And for the rest of the people who have not seen it. Because leave that as a treat for them. But with that, we'll see you in the next one.
See ya.